We are live.
Good evening, everyone. How y'all guys doing?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? Just jumping on to share a little bit of what we've been, um, you know, as far as why we haven't been on for a while. Just want to come up and share our new platform, our podcast.
Yeah.
We're really going to start doing things more talking about life itself, the things we yet deal with.
Relationship issues, current events. We're just gonna do something different.
Yeah,
Normally we do religious topics.
yeah,
Um, but I think we want to. No, I know we're gonna. We've been talking about it. Um, Going through some transformations. Again, as always,
yeah,
if you're not growing, um, let me change. I'm gonna say that we should always seek to continue to grow.
yes.
um, to change. A lot of us don't want to change because it's uncomfortable, but it's necessary to change. And thankfully, we are going in the same direction. It's been a little rocky, and we're going to talk about that. But when you have a commitment um, to a relationship or to a path, um, you do what you got to do to make it work. So, um, pretty much, we're getting on now just to reintroduce ourselves,
Yes.
um, because we miss it.
Yeah.
A lot of why we weren't on it is because we wasn't sure of a lot of things spiritually, but we wanted to share the journey with you guys,
Yeah.
but we didn't want to cause confusion. So thank you,
Yeah.
babe.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that we have encountered in this path of enlightenment, so-called truth, um, consciousness. Um, whether a lot of these people who are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook are really sharing the real truth. So we've been kind of bumping heads with about a lot of things that's going on in this world, on this planet,
Go ahead, babe.
where we come from, who are we, what is our purpose here, why was we sent here, um, is this place a so-called school, such as what other people have said, and all these different shifts that's supposed to be going on, um, how we the chosen, we the gods and goddesses, and all this other stuff. So we've been dealing with a lot of that in this journey, and we want to be careful about sharing information that we really don't have the information for.
Right. Can you
We
turn it
can
down a bit? Yep. Sorry, because I just heard it on the. Thank you. Sorry.
we can read books, we can Google things, um, but to be honest with you, if there's really any truth about a lot of stuff that um, we have discussed in the past about Egyptians, ancient Egypt, Israelites, and
Jesus.
Christianity, Jesus. Um, my take on it is that they're not going to give us all the information. They're not going to give us any truth because they don't want us to know who we are,
Yeah.
where we come from, and why we're here, and what our purpose is. Um, we have listened to others talk about power, the kind of power we have, magic. Um, they talk about sorcery, that is not really wicked. Divination, hex spells, and voodoos are not really wicked according to what they say in the Bible.
And if they have all that power, why are you asking us for money?
Right,
Why are you asking us for donations?
right.
And it gets to a point where we have to start using our common sense and to our inner spirit, whatever you want to call it. Intuition, spirit man, ancestors.
Yeah, that ancestors, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying that our transition family members are not here to help us, but it's 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 just so much. to try to wrap your head around, especially coming out of religion, believing that there's a Jesus, there's a God, that we're saved, we're born again, we've been baptized with the Spirit of the Holy Ghost. So, you know, we're not trying to go back into that situation or that conversation, really.
Mhm.
We just want you to know all the things that we have been encountering on this journey in this path of so-called life.
Right.
You know, are we eternal? You know, really, do we come back when we transition from here? Do we redo this life all over again if we don't learn what we need to learn? I mean, because there's so much that's being said, and not saying that some of these things may not be somewhat on point. I'm not dogging nobody that's been, you know, actually walking that kind of this walk on truth and everything. Not smashing nobody, believe me. It's not about, that's not why we on here, but we want to talk about us, me and Mrs. Smith. You know,
Right.
the Mr. and Mrs. Smith podcast. You know, we have a journey. We know there's something that we're supposed to be doing. You know, we believe that we are here for a purpose, but what is it?
Right.
Um,
And really, that's what it comes down to. I mean, we can get so focused with who was here first and our origins, but the bottom line is none of that matters
yeah, it doesn't
if you don't
change.
know what you here to do. If you don't accomplish what you're supposed to be accomplishing while you're here.
Right,
If you don't know yourself and if you're not true to yourself,
right,
none of that matters, because then that means you're just trading Jesus, Buddha, whoever, for a person that you're listening to teach you.
yeah,
And that's really not good, because you're just following another man
yeah,
who probably don't even have it all together 100% themselves.
right,
And that could be their journey. And that's the problem with the Bible and all these other scriptures. Everybody is not supposed to walk the same walk.
no,
We are learning that it's about our heart, and our heart being clean, and us being true to ourselves, us following that inner voice, that spirit. Because honestly, that's what's worked for us. When we begin to just shut everything down, Instagram, stop listening to folks, and start focusing on what truly we wanted, what we were passionate about, that's when things start to uh move. I'm trying to look for the perfect word. I guess there's no perfect word,
come
but
to the light for us.
yeah,
That's what I believe. It's like what she's saying is that when we stop trying to imitate everybody else, follow what they say, and go off of what our spirit guide or our innermost being is speaking, you know, it takes us in a direction that it causes us to receive and see things that come to fruition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not a battle, a struggle. It's like, you know, we trying to pray and ask them to help us, the ancestors to help us, the source to help us, you know. But I believe we're supposed to do it ourselves and believe for ourselves what we can accomplish in this walk, and believe that we can live a good life without being a part of the wicked society,
Right.
or their agenda. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to try to go out there and try to fight these people, because we can't defeat them.
Yeah.
Whether they be aliens or whatever, or Anunnakis, or, you know, reptilians, they so call these names. They've been here for eons,
And they have a system in place. I mean, we're not trying to be negative, and I know we've been taught that if we come together, we can overtake them.
I don't.
No offense. This planet been here for eons, for years, and ain't no one's overtaken them yet. And my thing is, what if it's not for us to overtake this planet? What if this is just a pass through?
And why are we trying to fight something that we can't see?
Exactly.
And they're not going to reveal themselves. They may allow us to see certain things and put it in our face, You know what I'm saying? Even in movies or whatever the case may be, they're allowing these videos.
This is a well-oiled machine.
And if anything that these people were saying on TikTok and everything was so true, believe me, beloved, they would have been shut these cats down. They would not allow this content to be continued to be, viewed
Yeah.
on their platform.
Right.
So I'm not saying that, they're not allowing certain things to be said that may have some kind of truth to it, but it may not have no real impact that's going to hurt them or damage them.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So we come to realize that, we have to live out this thing on our own.
And we're not saying it's not spirits that's in play. That's not what we're saying. Because we know there's evil.
Oh, yeah. It's
here. There's negative spirits. There's things that come against us.
Deities and entities that's out here. But
yeah, but
how do you combat them and you don't know their name?
If you don't know yourself.
Yeah.
If you all over following a person, which is another human, who's learning just like you.
Exactly.
So
and want to get paid in the process, trying to teach you something that can really help you. I don't understand that. I'm sorry if I.
No, that's fine.
I never understood the fact that you want to charge me 50, 60, 100.
Or you have a class.
Or
you have an institute. All this other stuff. My thing is, you.
Aren't we people? Are we the same? The Spanish people don't do stuff like that. These other cultures don't do that. Why are we the only culture that want to dominate each other, take each other's money, control each other, and
want to make people pay? To share what was freely given to us
and give it to you if you got the truth.
Come on,
the entities didn't charge you for what they downloaded into you. Good grief, I don't get it. I don't get that. So it's the same thing. Like you got it, we can get it. So I don't. And trying to teach other people.
Yeah.
Teach them what we don't understand yet.
Right.
I can't tell you for sure that what we experience is exactly what you need to be doing too.
But we do know what we experienced.
Right.
And we talked about it. We've been talking about it for a while because we were like, we're tired of going up and down emotionally. Mm-hmm. The anger, the irritation, how we thought we got it. We tried this because of what we heard and was taught.
Yeah.
And it didn't work after a while.
Right.
We was just doing it. You need something?
I was going to turn that light on.
I'll turn it on. But it's I don't know what to say. Let there be light.
Yeah, it just look out of order back there without,
But there's things we experienced that was powerful when we were pastors.
Yeah.
There were things we experienced that were powerful when we were Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. There are things we experienced that was powerful when we were in truth or whatever you want to call it. So when we started talking about it, we were like, well, wait a minute. If we were experiencing truth and just results with each different religion or belief,
right?
Maybe it's just about us following what's true to us.
And most of all, learning how to love ourselves.
Yeah.
And to forgive ourselves. And forgive those who have brought us pain, hurt, and harm, whatever. We had to learn how to let go a lot of this stuff because we can't help heal anybody if we're not healed.
True.
I can't heal her if I'm all tore up and we're fighting and debating and frustrated with each other because we have not let go of the stuff that has caused us to be pulled back into those old ways.
True.
And we don't want to go back. I said, like I was sharing with my wife, I said, I can't go backwards. Everything that hurt me that didn't have no value in my life, I'm letting it go. Mm-hmm. Even family members. I promise you, I can't go back. I got to go forward. And I don't want anything that in my past to bring pain or hurt to her. Mm-hmm. I don't want to rehash anything that I did in my past. My past is gone.
Right.
The people I dealt with is not in my life no more. So I'm not giving them no more energy.
Right.
I'm not going to allow them to enter my new journey with my wife to try to hinder or destroy that.
And for him, that was a big step, because when we first met, he believed that was hate, feeling that way, putting himself first.
But religion tells you today.
Yeah.
Turn the other cheek, and pray for those that despitefully use you. Love them that hate you. You know what I'm saying?
And church teach you that, but when you read the word for yourself, it says forgive them, but it didn't say to keep putting yourself in the path of hurt, pain.
Right.
It never said any of that.
No.
The church is teaching people to constantly
be in pain.
To stay in pain, anger, and frustration.
Because that makes them want to keep going back to church, so they think they need a word from these leaders who already all of them know the truth.
And that's every religion. It's not just
Christianity.
It's Catholicism, it's Christianity,
it's Catholic,
it's whatever.
Lutheran, all of them. Yeah. They know how to play on our emotions.
And that's what they're taught to do.
Yeah.
And they're going to do it. Why? Because they like that position and they want that cash flow.
And to keep us in fear.
Yeah. And they like that control.
Yes.
Yeah.
So God going to destroy you. You're going to go to hell. There's no hell. There's no heaven. This is your heaven, and here is hell. This place is hell. And really think about it. If God sent Satan here to have dominion over this, he told him you the God of this here.
He was sent here.
He was sent here to rule this. That's according to the Bible. Then the church is serving Satan, because he's the God of this world. And
this is scripture.
And first of all, he asked him, what you doing? He's like walking up and down the earth.
Listen,
seeking who I made about. That lets you know he was not in prison.
Listen, this is what just hit me. And if this was not a place that, if this was under God's control completely, what was the point of sending Jesus?
Yeah.
Jesus came here as an answer. He didn't come here to change this earth. He came here to save each and every one at a time. Right. It's to hold those who believe according to scripture.
But he didn't come
to change this earth, this world.
He calls you to repent. He come to give you conscious enlightenment. They said, let this mind be in you, which was also in
Christ. Exactly.
And he said, the kingdom of heaven is in you.
See, we don't read that word. We go by what we taught. And that's why when we did ministry, I'm glad, because we always tell people, don't just take our word for it. Read it for yourself. Study self-approve. Because we're not perfect.
See, a workman that need not be ashamed. See, when we study and learn what really it's all about, we won't be ashamed. But rightly dividing the word of truth. The word.
Yeah.
Not the God's word, because it ain't God's. God, God's name is not on that Bible.
And God is a title.
He's not the author.
Yeah. And God is a title.
It's a title.
It's not
Lord
a name.
Is a title.
Those are titles. Look at England. Lord such and such.
Yeah. King, this.
What was another title we just realized that was it bishop? It wasn't bishop. I can't think of a title right now, but it was another title that they call people over there in England. Yeah. And I'm like, what?
It's a lot of stuff.
We've been taught obedience because our parents and our grandparents was taught obedience.
We following their plans for our life.
And if we didn't do and obey and follow the religion, we was cast out. We were in trouble. And then when we got old enough to leave the house, a lot of people left the religion.
But check this out, though. You think about all the stuff who taught us what we should do and how we should live. Are you really living the life that you were created to live? You yourself was created to live.
Right.
Because we're living what we was taught to live.
Yeah. And that's why so many unhappy Christians and religious folk out here. Because they're not happy They're not doing what they really desire to do. And we've been taught that those desires are wrong.
Yeah.
When actually those passions and desires is what we are supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
If
Think
it's
for
not hurting
yourself.
anybody, a lot of us, like I said, we're doing what our parents told us we're supposed to do. This is your major, this is your degree, this is your career, this is what you're supposed to do.
Right.
Go to church every Sunday, pay your tax. We're doing what we were told to do because we were taught doing what we desire to do is selfish, is wrong.
Right.
Put everybody else before yourself.
Exactly.
Mm-mm.
Not thinking for yourself, not making your own decisions.
Nope.
If you can't make your own decisions, you can't think for yourself, then you're controlled.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna always be frustrated and angry because you're really not accomplishing what you desire to do, or what you feel so in yourself in debt to do.
Right. It says honor your parents. It didn't say obey them.
No. You got to love yourself in this game.
Yeah.
I promise you. If you don't love yourself, and my wife, I got to learn how to love myself.
Yeah.
I got to go after my passion. Because a lot of things that we're yet doing, even working or businesses, is not really what we want to be doing.
Or jobs, working.
Or job, that too.
And that's we're gonna be talking about so much.
Yeah, but we're not gonna throw all our eggs out, right now. But we just, I don't want to do that because I want to be able to, come
keep it short.
Some more juice and fire for it.
Right.
But, we just come to introduce ourselves as Mr. and Mrs. Smith, not as such and such pastor, this and that and other, or brother this, sister that, God this, God is that. That's over. Mm-hmm. We're gonna walk as us. Mm-hmm. We're gonna put our 10 toes down, and we're gonna step on everything that's in our way. We're gonna dominate it. We're gonna run this race the way we want to. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Not being controlled by others. Yeah, we got to pay bills. Yeah, we got to pay our car notes and all that stuff. That's fine. But greater things is going to come for us. Mm-hmm. When I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. See, we got to start saying it's going to happen. We're not praying about nothing no more. We ain't asking for it no more. I'm not asking for nothing no more. Not from nobody. I'm going to get it.
And when you're following something that's your passion, it's not work. It's something you strive to want to do.
Yeah.
You make it happen.
Exactly.
Think about something you really wanted. Mm-hmm. You made that thing happen.
Exactly.
If you even had to work an extra job or you know what I'm saying, you made it happen.
Right.
We get so distracted with material stuff. We should have this vehicle, this house, we should live this type of life, have these type of friends.
Right.
And you're not happy inwardly.
Right.
You're seeking a person, a relationship to fulfill something that nobody can fulfill but yourself. Like he said, you have to love yourself first.
Yeah.
If you're not whole and healed, you're going to eventually get bored with everything you do. You're going to be seeking excitement. And that's too low. That's cool. I'm cool. I'm cool.
Too low, man.
And you're going to be seeking excitement from places to try to get fulfillment, and it's never going to be fulfilling for you.
Right.
I had to learn that the hard way, and no, it wasn't the hard way. I mean, it's hard because you feel like a failure when you're not doing what you're told that you should be doing. But when you get in that place,
it's a hard way because you think about it, we've been doing everything everybody else's way.
True.
And then listen, that's like that's so. Again, I'm not cut my wife off. She's on something, but it just helped me to. It brought something back to me when I talk about us living other people's lives. Mm-hmm. We taking on their walk, their path, their disappointment, their pain, their sorrow, their misfortune, because we following their footsteps.
And it's not that you shouldn't get wise counsel, but How many times, really, how often are you going to get wise counsel, or are you going to get somebody else's opinion what they think you should be doing?
Yeah.
Only you truly know what's in your heart and your soul.
Yeah.
How many people working jobs they hate going to? But they go there because they want to keep that house, that car, because you told you're supposed to own a house. Let me help you out. You never fully own nothing here in America, or probably nowhere here in this country, because let the house be paid for, let the land be paid for, and let you miss some taxes. They taking it. And now they doing stuff in certain places that they want that land. Taxes and payments are being mysteriously disappeared. Oh, you didn't pay this, but you got a receipt. But they don't have a record of it. Listen, we own nothing here in this realm. Nothing. Only thing you can own is what you do, what you don't do, your own soul, your responses, your reaction.
You own you, and that's the best thing to own here. I promise you. You're if you understand that, you understand your value, you'll take it more serious because you're valuable.
And again, it's not selfish. You can't give what you don't have.
And don't let people make you think that you owe them something,
or you selfish.
You being selfish, or you inconsiderate. You
that's not Christian.
That's not that bull. That bull.
That's not Christian.
I'm trying to keep my language.
That's not right.
To a minimum, because I don't want to be on here just cussing and stuff, disrespecting anybody. But that's some bull jack, for real. And I had to learn that the hard way. I know she said what she said, but that shit hurts. It hurts to a point where if you're in a relationship with somebody, you'll hurt them because you're taking it out on them. And you're not taking it out on them because you want to. You're taking it out on them because you don't know you're doing
it. He took it out not intentionally, but because he was in turmoil. He fighting against what he was taught versus what he started to realize, which is true. So now you got a tug of war within yourself. So when you got a tug of war within yourself, you're not happy, you're miserable. Sometimes people want to drink it away, or they want to smoke it away, or they want to eat it away, or they just want to not think about it all and shut down, or and then they get depressed, or they keep to themselves. Because you're not dealing with you. Right. You're not dealing with the fact that maybe you were taught wrong, not intentionally, but that's why so many people around our ages, 40s, 50s,
having strokes.
People go through, they call it midlife crisis. No, it's not midlife crisis. It's called they coming into some reality.
Right.
And they don't know what to do with it.
Right.
Because they weren't told it was supposed to be X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
You know, we were sold a lie, as plain as it is. Mm-hmm. We're not all supposed to walk the same walk. We're not all supposed to go to college. Some of us are meant to be entrepreneurs. Some of us are meant to be servants. Some of us are meant to be whatever. Everybody's not supposed to walk the same. Mm-hmm. Working with your hands is a gift.
Yeah.
And they taught us that that's not profitable. It ain't about profit, because I truly believe when you do what you're passionate about and you giving your all for something, it's going blessings, or whatever you want to call it, fortune, resources,
right,
is going to come to you. Because why? Your heart is happy. Your soul is happy. You're not miserable. You feel enlightened. You feel good. You're smiling, your spirit is light. And honestly, when you feel with joy and your passion is flowing and you're doing what you desire to do, stuff seems to just gravitate towards you without any effort whatsoever.
Yeah, man.
And not saying that stuff is not going to come against that to try to get you to go back to the old you.
Right.
Not saying challenges are not going to come.
Right.
But when you are living in your purpose, you're gonna do what you gotta do to protect that.
Exactly.
You're gonna have people around you to help with that.
Mhm.
And anybody that's against that, you're not gonna want to hear it. You ain't gonna be connected to that. It's about choosing you, because when you choose you and your path, what is needed and those that you need to be connected to is gonna gravitate towards you.
Right.
That old saying, birds of a feather flock together, that's reality. You're connected with those at the level where you at most times. So ah
Yeah, but see how things come together when you just come on
mhm.
without any form of assignment or title. See, this is what we're supposed to be doing,
Mhm.
because it just everything just came to us, because we was like, what we gonna talk about? What we gonna share? Let's just see what happens.
Yeah.
And this is what it's gonna be about.
Yeah.
This is our podcast, and this is what we're gonna be doing, man. We coming on here on Saturdays, Sunday. So we're gonna try to make this happen constantly, because this is our bread and butter here. This is what we love doing. Not about money. What I mean by bread and butter, this is what we love doing.
Yeah.
You know, it brings love to our heart, happiness to our heart, to see, to kind of connect with those that out there that probably going through the same thing we get
Mhm.
going through, and we want to be an enlightenment or inspiration to them. You know what I mean? Because some people don't have the answer. They don't understand why they feel the way they feel, and maybe we have the answer.
Mhm.
Just in conversation.
Right.
We just want to commune with you. Hopefully that we get some subscribers that will come on our page and check us out, and we look forward to connecting with you. We're gonna add more to this podcast. As we grow. Um, this is our beginning. There's some other things we're gonna add to this. As far as other things, but I'm not gonna talk about that now. But
And that's why we stopped and started so much,
yeah,
because we in the past we were doing what we thought we were supposed to be doing.
yeah,
Um and now we're doing something that we just want to do.
that we're passionate about.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Something that we want to do. My
yeah,
thing is we're not uh trying to follow
everybody else.
what people are telling us we should or
Yeah,
shouldn't do.
exactly.
Now we're gonna let things flow.
Yeah,
Because our beginnings has always been spirit led.
yeah,
Even though we're not in Christianity, um we don't use the word prophets, prophetess, or whatever, but
yeah. That's over.
we still hear
Yeah,
things. We
yeah,
still see things.
right.
We still have the dreams. We still have the visions.
Encounters.
But now we know it's for us
Right.
per se.
Yeah.
It's not to just, unless we're led to give a word or a message,
Yeah.
but we're not going to ever take away what we experience and what we continue to experience. But now we're figuring out we're putting it in its proper place.
Yeah, come on this journey with us.
Yeah.
You can chat it with us online. We can connect.
And it's a lot of people. That's
we can
right where we are.
Video too as
Yeah.
well, from what I understand. So, like I said, everything that we do is going to be for those and for ourselves.
Mhm.
So, we're not going to hold you.
Mhm.
We just wanted to just, like I said,
Get on and allow us to reintroduce
and
ourselves.
say hello. How you guys doing? Hope all is well. And,
Yeah.
everything is going fine with you all. And don't let what's going on right now
Yeah.
take you under. It's their plan. It's supposed to happen according to what they say. You know what I'm saying? Let them out there do what they do. Let them have it. Just don't get yourself caught up in
what's for you
and the hoopla of the news,
yeah.
what Trump, Elon Musk, and all them doing. Let them do what they do.
Yeah.
Because you can't stop it. All you do is maintain your status, your purpose, and keep your household intact. You understand what I'm saying? So,
right.
It's sad what they're doing to these federal employees and other people. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't have either way. I don't have no comment on it. So I'm not gonna comment on that because that's I can either here or there about that. It's just
it's a lot of distraction.
So
My thing is focus, regardless of what's going on. We're not saying don't have sympathy or empathy,
let it
but right
out.
now, get yourself.
Yeah.
We're saying get yourself together.
Yeah.
Get yourself.
Find yourself in all this.
Yes. And find yourself and move forward in that. Yeah. And what's for you will attract to you.
To you. Yeah.
Promise you that.
Let that energy burst.
Yeah.
Let it continue to rise in your energy.
Yeah.
For real. Let your energy just rise. Let your third eye be open and pay attention. See what you need to see and throughout all this. Even ask yourself or ask your inner being, your higher self, what is we looking at? What is this that we're dealing with?
Right.
Can you give us some kind of insight on what we're dealing with here? And believe me, you'll get it. It may come through a dream. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Or some kind of somebody might talk to you and they might share some light on some of this.
Listen.
You know what I mean?
When you don't let fear and anger and we're gonna give y'all examples throughout every video.
Yeah.
And I can give you a quick one today. It's like these 2 days. He was scheduled to take a test yesterday. And we ordered another laptop yesterday. And out the blue, I promise you, the computer didn't work right for him. The laptop that we ordered, it just mysteriously got canceled. We was like, nope, we're not gonna get angry. We're just gonna reschedule.
Yeah.
And do what we do.
Yeah.
We had a hair appointment today. I'm like, oh my goodness. But no, it worked out.
Yeah.
Time
and everything.
Timing was beautiful.
Yep.
He was able to take his test. The lady that does our hair, she was like, well, I need to push y'all time back. At the same time, Amazon had an order coming. Mm-hmm. And I heard it's going to work out pretty much where it's going to work out perfectly. And it did.
Yeah.
He finished his test and I could have waited 5 more minutes and we could have went together.
No, I had to take it.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. But bottom line is Amazon came right when, and I left and I made to my appointment at time and he came right on time after she finished a part of my hair. It just flowed.
Yeah.
Because we didn't let the supposed setback anger us, throw us off, get us discombobulated.
We were like, so what's the good in this?
Right. And that's the first time we did it. We was like, no, we're gonna flip this. What if it was a bad person, a proctor was gonna be on your test?
Yeah.
What if she was gonna be a prick?
Yeah.
Or he.
Yeah.
What if that person was gonna be a real evil, nasty person?
Somebody,
we don't know. Yeah. We're starting to say, what were we protected from?
Yeah, what's the good out of this?
What's the good out of this?
What's the good in
we
this,
may not see it, but thank you.
Yeah.
And because we kept the attitude, today flowed perfectly.
Perfect. Yeah, smooth.
I mean, Amazon came early.
We was planning on doing this, but we was like, wow, we might not have the time to do it, but
still had time. And I made stir fry for the first time.
Dinner.
And I'm like, wow, it was like I got insight on how to make the stir fry.
Yeah.
It turned out exactly the way I wanted it.
Yeah.
And he set up the table and everything while I'm cooking.
These the new mics that came in.
Exactly.
Amazon.
It's just like everything flowed because we chose to keep a positive and an uplifting attitude despite a setback. Because old us would have been,
And I passed the exam.
And he passed the exam on the first try. And this is an exam that many people do not pass on the first try.
Yeah.
And this is a man that hates tests. He gets nervous.
Mm-hmm.
He gets flustered when it's a test.
But I went in there saying I'm a passer.
Exactly. He kept a positive attitude. And if you know him, you know that is a miracle in itself.
Right.
So we're going to give you guys our testimony with every area. We're not going to sugarcoat nothing. We're going to be raw with y'all.
Yeah, straight up.
So we're not going to be for everybody, but we're going to tell it like it is.
Yeah.
And we not going to hold back. So this content is for adults.
Yeah.
Married, unmarried, want to be married, divorced, whatever.
Yeah.
We have those stories too.
Yeah.
And they're coming.
Yeah.
But we've learned so much. And every time we learn something about ourselves, our strength, it is so nice. It's so wonderful on the other side. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Another level. So buckle up.
Yeah, the ride is gonna be.
We're gonna take this journey together. If you guys got comments, feel free.
Don't look out for the.
If you guys got a topic you guys want to discuss with us, feel free.
Yeah.
Schedule wise, right now, like he said, it's
gonna be Saturday.
Saturdays. I don't know about Sundays. Saturdays, and then maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday for right now.
Okay.
Sundays is gonna be kind of hard because I got to go into the office on Monday. So
well,
it depends.
I get off early.
If I set a schedule and get things together, washed and all that stuff.
Well,
we're gonna play it by ear.
Play it by ear.
But
we will be though on Saturday,
right?
Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, because but you work those days too.
But I'm at home.
Yeah.
On Wednesday. Yeah, that's what I said. Tuesday evening is cool because I don't have to go in the office on Wednesday.
Getting ready to change, so for the better.
Accomplishment, and that's what I'm saying. It's we're learning, and we're gonna try to go. We're gonna get out of here. It's about pure heart, clean heart.
Yeah.
And doing what you deeply feel passionate and desire.
And stand on what you say.
Yes.
Don't doubt yourself. Mm-mm. Don't let nothing discourage you, make you doubt yourself that you can't do it, because that's a lying entity that's been here for eons, and it is your old self that don't want to let you go.
Yep.
That don't want to do change. So that old self don't want you to change.
Don't want you to elevate.
Yeah. So
don't want you to grow.
Tell the old self get the on. Straight up. Tell old self get the F on, and break away from that old you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can see and accomplish the things that you want to do here on this side. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
We want to say peace, love, and peaceful journey, and
yes, sir.
All that.
So
just a little jazz for y'all. Take you out. Just a little bit of jazz.
And I'm surprised he chose jazz. He's growing, everybody.
Smooth jazz, none of that.
He is growing.
This is a adult situation. We don't want to be hip hop and all that. That stuff is tiring a lot. So this is what we doing when we on our podcast with smooth jazz. We out of here. Peace.